Honestly, if I was a patron of Starlets, I probably would sue a civil suit. And the reason why I would sue is because it's a Ponzi scheme. These bitches are not gonna fuck you. Oh. And I'm gonna look into the camera. I'm gonna look into the camera. She talks about customers. She talks about customers. This is what they do.
No,
shout out to my nigga Primo, who says, come to, like when he posted that, come to my bar. No, come to my crib.
I remember that.
Fuck that.
Yeah, but you know what? Okay, excuse me.
That's what they do. By the time, hold on. You had, this is your day. You had your chance.
Hold on.
By the time they even say hello, you're already $10,000 in already.
Period. As you should.
All right. By the time you get a date, you're already $20,000 in. It's all a Ponzi scheme, and you ain't tricking me. I'd rather deal with an RN. I'd rather deal with a bitch who works at fucking Foot Locker.
And they still horse.
And we still love a trick.
Okay, but you know what?
I ain't falling for that.
You know
shit.
what? You went into the camera.
I can't stand a bartender.
Look at the game switch.
Hey, shut up. Lieutenant made this one.
It's BNF Podcast, man. We here, we back with another episode. This is a special episode, and I can't wait to introduce my guest. Let me pay some bills real quick. Go get your BNF smoothie, man. Love Health Cafe on Blue Hill, 444 Blue Hill. Go get your Love Health Cafe, get your BNF smoothie, and it will get you right. A few extra pumps. I got that sea moss in there. I got that honey pack in there. And trust me, you're going to need it. Especially on Mother's Day. Make it a special day. And especially if you ain't got the funds and all you got is a few pumps, I can get you 8 more pumps. Cheers to that. I'm telling you, get that BNF smoothie, man. And you know what it is. But let's get right into this episode. Because we was outside acting up a little bit, eating that good food or whatever like that. Shout out to Tasha. We appreciate you. We got 2 special guests with us. Startenders coming from New York. And I know we don't like New York right now because we're down 0-2 in the series. But best believe the Celtics will be back. We've been here before. We're champions. So I wanted to really cancel this episode because I don't want to be around nobody from New York.
Oh,
I just got to be honest. But like I said, we're down 0-2. We'll be back. We're going to win this series.
Y'all got
in
one
game
win
7.
and y'all acting up. Hold up.
We're going to be fine. Trust me.
Right.
We've been here before. We're champions. City of champions. Anyways, let me introduce our guests. I'm going to start off with Nat So Amazing in the motherfucking building. Hand clap for Nat So motherfucking amazing. We gotta clap a little louder than that, fellas. Come on, man.
Yes, ma'am.
And we got my nigga in the building. You already know who it is. Make a wish. Star in the motherfucking building.
Excuse me, y'all better clap
than that.
way
Come
louder
on,
than
man.
that. I want to hear woo.
How y'all feeling, man?
We feel good. You guys treat us really nice today.
Yeah, is this your first time in Boston?
Yes, it is my first time in Boston.
Is this your first time in Boston?
Pineapple.
You don't want to talk about it. Y'all be sneaking to Boston on the low.
Oh, so our word when we don't want to answer a question is pineapples.
Pineapple. So she don't want to say that she came out here before.
It's my first time here.
But she already fucked up. Shout out to you, King, who invited her to the town already. You're a great guy. But this is your first time.
Yes, it is my first time. Mm-hmm.
So,
I know a lot of Boston guys, but I never came to Boston.
For real?
Yep.
What do y'all think about Boston? Like when you used to hear about Boston, did you think it was a whack city? There's no black people here. There's no diversity. Like, what did you think about Boston? Because everybody have different views.
I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of guys that come to the club, to the bar, and they spend the bag. So that's all I think about.
Shout out to my niggas coming out there.
Okay, I got some friends.
Spending that chicken.
I got some friends from Boston.
I feel like there's diversity everywhere you go.
Yeah. People be shocked. They
it just came out of where you are and where you're located. Like, it's different.
People be acting like there's no black people in Boston. They always get surprised. Like, yo, I didn't think Boston was like this.
Well, there's black people everywhere, Spanish people everywhere. Right. We are everywhere, babes. You can't get rid of us.
I've been to my country and there's a bunch of
we have flavor.
My language, so I don't speak.
Yeah, Asians are everywhere. I see mad Asians in Jamaica before.
Yeah, we add flavor to them, you know.
All right, let's jump right into it, right? I want to talk about y'all upbringing and how y'all grew up. Did y'all grow up in a, you know, a one-parent household, a two-parent household? How was it for you guys growing up?
I grew up in a one-parent household, super, very, very poor, low income. I grew up in the projects. I watched my mother be the mom and the dad, and I feel like that's what made me make a change. So I never whatever I went through growing up, my children never saw, ever. So
How
I
was
think
it
I
for
told
you?
Star earlier, like I was like, my
Yeah.
children has lived in a different lifestyle since day one.
Thank you, appreciate you. How was it for you growing up?
Same. I'm from Castle Hill Projects, Bronx.
Bronx.
Not anymore though, but I still rep it. Yeah, so I grew up. My mother being the dad, she was young. She was trying to still figure herself out. So I had to be the mom for my brothers.
How many
And
brothers you?
I have 3 brothers.
Okay.
So I'm the only female. So I pretty much had to take the role, for a little bit. And that actually,
You're the oldest?
yeah, I'm the oldest.
Okay.
So pretty much it kind of made me want to be a mother early because that's all I knew, So I have 2 sons, beautiful boys.
Shout them out. What's their name?
yeah.
Shout them out.
Jonathan and Justin.
Okay, shout out to y'all.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. I grew up in shelters. I had a really, really rough
Rough life.
childhood. Yeah. So it's now I celebrate myself.
So your father wasn't around?
From afar.
From afar?
From afar.
My father he wasn't around, but he kind of was abusive person. So
To your mother or to you guys?
to
Like,
all
to
of
everybody?
us. Yeah, to all of us.
Damn.
Yeah.
Did he have any substance abuse issues? What made your
Yeah,
father
alcohol.
so physical? Okay.
Alcohol abuse.
Damn.
Later on in life, my mom found somebody, and I'm happy for her. My stepdad, he stepped in. It wasn't easy for him
Shout
either.
out to the hold on.
Yeah, shout out to the
hold on.
stepdad.
Let me
They don't
say
get enough
something.
credit.
Let me say something real quick. Shout out to the stepfathers out there, right? Even though I'm top 3 stepfather, dead or alive. Shout out to Russell Wilson, who's number 1. I'm in that top 3 category. But shout out to the stepfathers. This is hard to be a stepfather.
It is
because you
hard.
starting off with a step, like you a step from another nigga. So you gotta understand, you gotta step up. So shout out to them niggas who's really doing their thing. So you and your stepfather get along?
Yeah, me and my stepfather get along. I mean, like I said, I had to sit here and be, the dad for my brothers. But the thing is that as being a stepdad, you have to work your way, with kids because they don't understand. And it took me a while to understand, the more I was taking care of my brothers. And it's just damn, it's pretty hard for my stepdad loving my mother. So it's just we have to respect the fact that another man is coming into our lives and accepting us and wanting to give their time to us because, they don't have to be there
Did
for
y'all make
us.
it easier for him? Because sometimes it's hard for stepfathers.
I feel like we don't make it easier.
We didn't make it easier at first, but then it's just we saw how much he loved our mother, and our mother, we love our mother so much that she deserves happiness.
Shout out to Mom Dukes. It's Mother's Day is on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sunday.
Yes, shout out to Mom Dukes.
And the thing is, if you bring a male to your household, that means he means something to you. Especially living there, you have to respect it because at the end of the day, he is going to be the man in the household. So you have to always give respect to the man.
Yeah, I respect
But
that.
the man also works double the time to get that extra love from the children. Because I feel like us as children, we don't tend to accept the fact that, our mom has
Absolutely. That's a
love
fact.
for this other man.
That's a
Because
fact.
I remember me growing up and my stepdad, love to death, rest in peace. It took me a while for me to accept him. And, I feel like when I finally accepted him, it was too late.
Damn.
And that really broke my heart.
Oh, I'm sorry for that.
Damn. That's some real shit. How do you feel like that family dynamic has affected your relationships with men? Does that make it harder for you guys to trust men in your life? watching y'all mother go through certain shit with y'all fathers?
I don't believe so. Sorry, I don't believe so. But I feel like it gives us that extra strength to like kind of like
deal with a cheater. No, I'm just talking shit.
You put words in my mouth. I never said that.
Hold on, what you was going
I
through?
never said that. It gives us that extra strength to like start take over.
I never really judged past. Like I never care for what anyone had dealt with, because that's their journey, that's their character. So I'm not gonna sit here and judge my present off of something that happened in the past, because not everyone is the same. You understand? So it's like how someone is gonna treat me, they're not gonna treat you.
That's
you
true.
understand? And just like they say with women, sometimes they say that you made a good man for another woman.
I've heard that too many times, and I've experienced that too.
You understand?
You believe that though?
Of course,
I do
100%.
believe it happened to me.
It happened to me too.
It happened to me. I was
Hold on.
yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, my ex-fiance.
So y'all ran a nigga off who was a good guy?
we
Or-
never.
No,
ran the nigga off.
excuse me.
But it happens though.
We fixed the man.
Yeah.
Let me not say
Okay, all right. So correct me. So you guys believe that you fixed the guy, you made him better for another female, pretty much.
absolutely 100.
Yeah.
I know I did.
So pretty much I was dealing with someone and he wasn't like, he was like,
Did he have potential though?
that's what
a
it
penny
is.
stock.
This is the problem. We fall
That's why
in
we
love
stick around.
with what we know that they can be. That's what we fall in love with, is instead of accepting who they are at the moment.
Right.
You understand? So
Agreed.
it's like I was creating someone because they were young.
The perfect
and-
someone.
Yeah, I was trying to, and I was trying to make him better, trying to fix his career, and it like I was too much. You know what I'm saying? Like when I walk in a room, it would be me that get the attention instead of him being like, "Oh, I'm proud of you." You understand?
Okay,
So
get it.
I will want him, like if I will go shopping or something, I will literally buy him something that matches me, so we could walk in a room and look good together. But in his eyes, it was too much jealousy, too much, like it was like he was in competition with me.
Competition. Yes, that's the
You know what
correct
I mean?
word,
So it's
yeah.
just like right now, me and him are not together, and from when I met him, he is a different person. He has grown a little bit. So it's like I still made him better than what he was. So that's why I say I made you better for someone
so
else.
Can I add to that for just a little something?
Yeah.
So I want to say, like, from my experience, I feel like I made someone who I wanted them to be for someone who they said to me was just a friend. That's crazy, isn't it?
I know she's just a friend.
Well, I don't know, but when I'm in a relationship, you don't have no friends as females.
That's crazy.
I mean, now going forward, I'm like,
It's just
Just-
always. It's
just
always.
to go back a little bit,
It's
my
just always.
experience, right? Because niggas build up females too for the next nigga.
That yeah,
That's
100%.
so
100%.
there's a nigga out there that owes me a thank you card because there's a female that I done build up. I'm gonna share just a quick story so y'all not alone.
we want to hear it.
So there's a chick I used to deal with, and I used to always try to coach her. Like Dark Rivers, all Popovich. I used to be like, yo, watch out for this, look out for this. When you come to the crib, take 40 U-turns, spin around the block and all this and all. She would never do that. I would always have to tell her certain stuff to do. They meet a new nigga, they're doing everything that I had to fight for them to do.
Yep.
They're doing that shit off the rip.
Oh, babes.
I mean, it
They're
goes,
doing that shit off the rip. So I even heard that the nigga was so impressed with the chick. And he don't understand
It's
the type of
disgusting.
training that I gave.
It's disgusting.
You know what I'm saying? I'm here clapping for myself because I gave you this. I'm talking to the camera right now. I'm talking to you, brother. I'm talking to you, my king. I don't got no beef with you because I don't fight over things like this. But I'm just letting you know, I gave you that. I built that. She didn't listen to me. But everything I taught her, she must have been listening. She just didn't want to do it. So when she met the next nigga, she was doing everything that I was telling her to do. But sometimes people's going to be better for other people. You know what I'm saying? And that's just part of the game. And sometimes they got to experience you to become better. You know?
Can I
that's just
say
what it is.
something?
No,
Go ahead,
100%.
talk
I
your
feel
shit.
you 100% because I went through the same situation.
Yeah, I've been there.
And then I didn't understand why it happened to me or why I was going through it. But you know what? Shout out to you.
You know what I learned?
I'm happy.
Now, you know what I learned? I don't coach no more. I let bitches coach themselves. I let you foul out the game. I don't have time to coach no more. At the age I'm at, I'm an old ass nigga now.
Hold on.
We're not talking age.
Hold on.
We're not, I'm just talking for myself.
I can't really say everything bad because I was married to a guy, and he was the most amazing person I've ever met.
Kudos
if
to
it
you.
wasn't for him, I wouldn't be who I am. Financially, spiritually,
Shout out to
everything. It's just that I had to let him go because I needed someone to love him correctly. And that wasn't me.
I felt that.
Damn, you taking.
I felt that.
You understand?
You admitting to that?
I'm a good woman.
You taking accountability?
She is a good
I'm
woman.
a good
I've known
woman.
this
Females do
woman
not
for
take
I've known
accountability.
this
I'm
woman for
shocked
over a
right
decade.
now.
I've known for
I'd
over a
rather
decade.
a
Yeah.
woman love you the way you deserve to be loved because you're a great man than me hold you back from what you're supposed to be with
Hold on.
someone
Why
else.
do you think that you wasn't loving them properly? Why do you feel like
Because
that?
I wasn't in love with him. I was in love with his respect.
So you loved him, but you
I loved him, but I wasn't in love with him, you know?
Got it.
And he knew that because I was
What
always...
type of guy was he? Was he a square? What type of dude? Was he a street nigga?
He was
What
a
type
boss-ass nigga, like boss. He was about his money.
Damn, I had
He
one of those
would,
too.
like,
He
everything...
was a square, but he was getting money. He was
What's a square?
a square is a dude who's legitimate. He's not in the streets.
you're right.
He's
Yeah.
legitimate. He's a
Yeah.
corporate
Yeah.
guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, he makes a whole lot of money. He does stocks.
So why? Hold on. Let me just ask this question, right? Because sometimes I get confused with females. You meet a guy like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's all about financial stability. You don't have to worry about dealing with a nigga in the streets where jail might happen. You don't have to deal with baby mother drama. Did he have any kids prior to
No,
you?
he took care of my
all right.
son.
All right, so you don't have to deal.
crazy.
So that's the ideal guy
Yeah.
a female should settle with. So why didn't you?
It's not always us.
It's not about it's just it was a lot. It was a whole lot. Sometimes there's a lot of females that say, "Oh, you know, if he has mad money, I don't care."
Right.
You know, whatever.
You can
Yeah,
cheat.
and then when you're empty with all this materialistic shit, it's like I can't even buy anymore. So now when you have all this shit, but then it's like, all right, now I wanna feel butterflies. Now I wanna wake up and be like, damn, this nigga look good.
Damn, I felt that
You know what
so
I'm saying?
bad.
Like, fuck, I can't wait to be with my nigga. No,
felt
like
that
you
so
get what I
bad.
mean? So it's like
You wasn't attracted to him?
physically, not really.
She just loved him.
I just loved him because I respected him so much.
So let me ask you this. This is my next question. So you would take attraction over financial stability?
Fuck no. I'm not settling for shit. If you don't have money, if you're not cute, I just don't give a fuck. There's gonna be somebody else at this point. It's too many.
So
too
that
many
guy
guys.
didn't even
However-
financially didn't make him attractive enough to you though?
No, when I first met him,
Financially, yeah.
of course, when you see somebody walk in and he got this and he got that, but now it's like I got exactly what he got now. So it's just like, what am I really? You know what I mean? It's just females sometimes they always
was
look for
challenging
more.
him.
You know?
That's crazy. I think sometimes with females, I get confused sometimes. And I'm just gonna get my shit off and I'll let y'all talk. I get confused sometimes because it's like, damn, you met the right guy. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about niggas putting trackers into your car. You don't have to
Oh, I
worry
have trackers
about
in my car.
your house being broken into. You don't gotta worry about the street shit. You don't have to worry about a nigga telling you don't post this, don't post that.
Well, I
you know
went
we
through
can't
that too.
post. Like you living
Yeah.
a normal life.
But is
And
it really
when you meet
normal?
but when you meet a guy like that, right, who's a square, who's in corporate America, is the ideal guy that you should settle down with, and that's not enough.
I mean, it wasn't
comes
really
certain
like
shit.
that. It wasn't really like that because I couldn't post myself. So that's how my career came out. So now, a lot of people know me as a photographer. So I kind of wasn't allowed to post myself because he's such a businessman that he was just like, the focus should be on your business, not on yourself.
I think
You
he's giving you
understand?
game though. I
He
think
is.
that's
He
good
like
game.
I said, he gave me good game. But then it's like, all right,
like
then
he's
we
also-
stopped. Then we stopped dating. We got divorced, and then I got my titties done. Baby, it was over. It was over.
Y'all was married. I
I
keep
know
forgetting
what
that
I'm
part.
saying.
Y'all was married. Y'all was
Yeah, we
married.
was married. Yeah.
How long did the marriage last for?
7 years.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah.
That's a long time. You know what I think?
Yeah.
Nah, I think sometimes females get overwhelmed with good men.
What do you know?
No, let me say
Sometimes
this.
that's
let me
true.
say this is
That's
what I
true.
think. This is what I think, right?
That's true.
Sometimes when
I
you
think
a
it's
good
true.
nigga, sometimes too good of a nigga, not just a good nigga, too good of a nigga, right?
Okay.
I think a female's like, ain't no way this nigga ain't out here doing him. Ain't no way this nigga
Because
is
we
this
find
good.
shit.
Not only because y'all
I'm
find
fucking
shit,
detective.
it's because I believe that y'all past sometimes. Y'all
Let
been
me-
through so much
let me
shit
tell you something.
where y'all don't believe that y'all can really be happy
It's true.
with a nigga,
That is
bro.
100%. It's 100% true.
He gotta be doing something.
It's true.
There's no way.
I don't want to like. I don't want to.
And I am that good guy.
I don't want to. hold on. I don't want to like say something where I'm gonna try to defend him because I feel like he. I don't even want to talk about him. So
Yeah.
Okay.
pineapples.
You could talk shit. Though.
No.
Well, I believe that that's true because so recently I kind of like started talking to someone, and he's a little older, whatever, and
He's
then
not.
he was
He's
just
perfect.
well, he's a little older, and he was just like telling me like
What's his nationality? Is he black?
We
Is
can't
he-
tell. We can't tell.
I can't tell you.
Can't tell me if he's black, white.
I can't
You're
tell
asking
you.
too much.
We
No.
just- who's gonna know who he is by saying his nationality?
He's fucking cute. That's what you gotta know. But anyway,
Fire.
so
Does he dribble? Does he catch a football? All right. Does he rap?
okay, so yeah, so pretty much like
likes
when
the sun.
when I first started talking to him, it was more about he was like, okay, cool, you're beautiful, whatever, but it's just like, who are you? Nobody actually asked me that. Like, who are you? What do you stand for? You get what I'm saying? Like, and it was just like
Damn,
more.
That nigga sounds like AI.
No, like he wanted to know.
And that's
He
the-
wanted to know me. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
in like me, like
And that scared you?
no, and then like, wait.
think
So
it
then
did. I
wait.
think
This
it
is what
did.
scared me. This is what scared me.
It did.
Because this is what I say to guys. You know. So I was telling him, look, I don't like a friendly guy. You know what he told me? He said, if you invite someone to your house, I mean to my house, and she asked me, how did you guys meet? I'll look at you, and then when you're ready for me to speak, then I'll speak. And I said, oh, babes.
I love him.
Daddy.
I love you.
I love you.
Yeah, me too.
You understand? That's
Okay.
respect for your woman. But you know, it's just
That nigga sound like he might be Hispanic.
oh, babes.
We love a Latino.
I don't know. I don't know,
love
but it's just respect.
Niggas
I
ain't
like a
standing-
man.
Niggas ain't standing for that.
I like a man that respect a woman. Like I
Yeah.
love that. You know, I love it when it's more about your woman and it's not like you're lusting over trash, roaches. Like what the fuck?
Okay, so you like guys with discipline who's
Yes,
not out here being
discipline.
thirsty and embarrassing you.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna speed up a little
Mm-hmm.
bit. We're gonna talk about the money, the hustle, and the lifestyle.
Lord.
We all know what you girls do. You guys, you both of you women are attractive. We know you in the club industry.
Mm-hmm.
Startenders. What led you to that industry?
What led me to it?
Yeah.
Well,
I want to hear both of you guys answers.
you could go first.
No, you can go first.
Go ahead, girl.
No, go ahead. You got it.
What led y'all to bartending? Like, it does. Maybe Starlets wasn't the first place, but
No.
what led you guys to start bartending?
Okay, so shout out to Strike Sinatra. He's one of the first promoters that put me on, and he believed in me, and he gives me tough love, but he's the reason why I'm in the nightlife. But I do want to say that my first gig in the strip club was Sleep, and from there on after, I feel like Strike actually gave me the biggest chance, and he put me on every week, and he pushed me.
Shout out to
Strike.
Shout out to you, my nigga.
You got a good one. Strike got
No,
a good one.
he's a real one. I feel like
You a
Strike
real one, babes. I'm talking about you.
had a.
You. Aw.
I feel like Strike gives me tough love to the point where he kind of like. He'll talk to me crazy, and it's like it's not that he means any harm or anything. It's just more so
I think it's motivation.
to motivate me, to push
Yeah.
me.
Tough love.
And I appreciate him 100%. And I'm just like,
Did you start at a young age?
I am young, babes.
Did you start at a younger age?
Yes, I started at a younger age.
What about you?
So, so I was a model back then, but like a real model, like you know we.
What do you mean?
Not like just the ass and titties, you know. Back then. It used to be like you used to do like weird poses. You used to be fire, like the bone structure. You know what I'm saying? Like that used to count, you know. So yeah, I used to get booked in agencies and stuff. I used to go to LA, travel everywhere. They used to pay me to go over there and you know shoot with them. a lot different photographers. So one day, Marty, shout out to you, Marty. Marty Marr, he was like, hey, would you ever consider bartending? I was like, I don't really have, like, I was really skinny. I was like 98 pounds. And I was like, honestly, I'm not comfortable because back then it was like the big, still now, big booty, big titties, big, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's slowed down.
Yeah, it slowed down a whole lot. So I
Slim
was like,
bitches are coming back. I'm telling you, BBL
Yeah?
bitches is dying.
Hold on.
They're
Relax.
dying. They're dying. Y'all
well, I'm
dying.
not BBL, but
BBL women are dying.
so
I'm slimming down too. Okay.
I still
Shout
love
out
my
to
BBL
Gorilla.
girls. But, and, all right. That's like masking it.
But then that's what
I love you though.
They coming
You're
back.
beautiful,
They coming back.
beautiful, but that's OD.
They coming back. Trust
She
me.
will not make a dollar in the strip club, baby.
I'm telling you.
I love her though so
Go ahead.
much. You better not fucking post that shit. I love her though.
Go ahead.
But it's because it's more
Post that
about looks,
shit.
you know what I'm saying? No, don't do that. So yeah, so anyway, so shout out to Marty. He gave me an opportunity, and ever since then, you know, we have our rough patches. We argue a lot because, you know, I got a
all
fucking
do.
mouth. I have a mouth. You know?
We all do.
But you know, I love him, and
He's a
he
great
gave me a
person.
chance, and I've been there for what, 10, 12 years.
12 years. All
Yeah.
right. So how did y'all get into like being at Starlets? From y'all start, now you guys are at Starlets. How did that
No,
happen
that's what
for
I'm
you?
talking about.
Oh, you started at Starlets?
Yeah.
You didn't start at Starlets.
No.
So how
So
did you
for
end up
me,
in Starlets?
No,
I used to work in La
start
Marina and NYC in Dykeman, and I was actually Marty's waitress. So I worked the beach, and I also worked the main bar, and he used to bring the girls over, whatever. And then from there on after, he kind of like asked me a couple of times, hey, would you want to work at Starlets or whatever?
Is that
and
like
I-
sorry, not to cut
Yeah,
you
go
off,
ahead.
but is that the premier strip club to be at? Is like if you're not at Starlets, you not that bitch. Is that the
No, I don't
reputation?
think
Okay,
I mean-
from my personal opinion, I want to say that when he asked me at the time, I want to say that I personally wasn't ready to go to Starlets. I felt like I wasn't gonna be able to produce. Like I just wasn't physically, mentally. I didn't have a clientele yet, so I was more so of a real bartender. Like I was mixologist kind of. Let me not say real bartender. A mixologist.
I don't know how to
kind of,
make a
right?
fucking drink, babes.
And I also work
I
corporate.
don't know how to make a drink.
And
Bottles.
and I worked as an educator, which
Nice.
this go back to my younger days.
So Starlets is like it's a different beast. It's a different
Right.
Yeah,
So
pretty much.
it
If you
took-
don't have customers, babes, you're not
making
You're
no
not gonna
money.
last.
I feel like when I finally decided to go to Starlets, it was because I felt that I was mentally, physically
Prepared.
able to produce.
Produce and you had
And
clientele.
I feel like I went to Starlets at the perfect timing. And me going earlier than that, I would have probably fucked up.
Okay.
So
Everything's about timing, though.
Starlets is an amazing place. I had a great time working there.
Starlets, you know, I never been to Starlets, but I'm a student of the game, and you know, I've been to different strip clubs in New York, and I always wanted to go Starlets, but I never had the chance to really go. But it's a place that I see the atmosphere is just great vibes.
It is.
Great vibes.
The bartenders is lit. And honestly, if I was a patron of Starlets, I probably would sue a civil suit. And the reason why I would sue is because it's a Ponzi scheme.
Why
These
you say
bitches
that?
are not gonna fuck you.
Oh.
And I'm gonna look into the camera. I'm gonna
Oh
look
my
into
God.
the camera. She talks
Oh,
about
don't-
customers. She talks about
don't-
customers. This is what they do.
No,
shout
hold
out to
on,
my
hold on.
nigga. Shout out to my nigga Primo, who says, "Come to like when he posted that, come to my bar. No, come to my crib.
I remember that.
Fuck that."
Yeah, but you know what? Okay,
That's
excuse
what
me.
they do. By the time, hold on. You had this is your day. You had your chance.
Hold on.
By the time they even say hello, you're already $10,000 in already.
Period. As you should.
All right. By the time you get a date,
As you
you're already
should.
$20,000
As you fucking
in.
should.
It's
As
all
you
a
fucking
Ponzi
should.
scheme, and you ain't tricking me. I'd rather deal with an RN. I'd rather deal with a bitch who works at fucking Foot Locker.
And they still
who
whores.
looks
And we
cute.
still love a trick.
Okay, but you know what?
I ain't falling for that
You know
shit.
what? You went into the camera.
I can't
Wait,
stand a
pull up to the
bartender.
bar.
How I do this?
can't
How I do
stand a
this?
bartender.
How I do this?
I bet you gonna spend 10K.
Hold on. You went into the camera. You said
Right.
all that shit, but guess what? People
still
still,
gonna
pull up. And still spend that money.
He sure did.
So again, what? Excuse
He
me.
sure did.
This is what I'm trying to say, right?
Sorry, Primo.
What you
Hold on,
talking
hold on.
about?
This is what I'm trying to say about
What
the
you talking
bar.
about? Shout out to
Hold
you,
on.
Primo, because you know we. You know what I'm saying?
All I'm saying
Still-
about the bartender game is this,
Still my
right?
dog.
You guys,
He's a good person.
You guys link
Love.
up with certain dudes and y'all build certain relationships, but you just putting that shit on a string like a carrot. And these dudes thinking that if I come every Tuesday and I come support, like maybe I can see you outside of the bar, bro. It's never gonna happen.
That's
by
not
the
true.
time,
Yeah,
by the
it's not
time
true.
it happens, she already made out. It's cheaper to date outside. I'm
Hold on,
telling
hold
you
on, hold
guys.
on, hold on.
First of all,
Whose
they
side
don't.
are you on?
First of all,
I'm on the
side are you
customer
on?
side.
First of all, when guys talk like that, they sound a little good, because it's like, what are
Yes,
you
I'm
complaining?
that. Yes, I'm
What are
that.
you complaining about? First of all, and guys don't only go there just to get girls. They also go there
They wanna see some
for their
ass and
music.
titties.
They sit there. They want to promote their brands. We come. There's a lot of us that we do a lot of things, but not only bartend. So they come. They also throw money at us. There's a guy that I know that he sells hair. And his
Right,
company
right,
is
right.
fire. He gives us free hair.
Right,
he
he does.
throws money.
I got hair from
we
him
show
before.
him mad
Shout out
love.
to
We
you.
get him mad customers, mad girls. We all wear their hair.
What about
He
the
makes
guys who don't
a
sell
lot of
hair?
money.
What about the
Okay,
guys who don't sell hair?
there's
We're talking about
rappers.
people
There's
who want to
rappers that also
promote their
wanna.
business.
There's
We're not talking
rappers
about
like.
regular people.
There's rappers like Mills. Shout out to you. That's my
Millie's,
brother.
that's
Okay,
my guy.
Millie's. Like he comes. His music. We all play his music. We all chill. We all friends. He
Shout
don't
out
go
to
in there
Mills.
press about pussy.
Big concert tomorrow. We're gonna be out.
You get what I'm
That's some of
saying?
our
So
money,
it's
though.
all about like it's not only just about you going over there being pressed for pussy. What you gonna get it? Like,
All right,
come on, man.
let me ask this question.
I
Let
feel
me
like
ask this question.
overall,
Thirst
it's about a
shit.
good time, and that's
Yeah,
what gets
have
us
a
to spend
good
the money.
time.
Let me ask this question. What is proper etiquette for guys going to the bar and trying to talk to a girl behind the bar? What is proper etiquette?
Can you give me like a little example?
No, I'm saying like if
So-
okay, let's say I'm going to Starlets and I
Okay.
like and I like a girl at the bar. What should be a proper approach? Because I've been approached by so many guys behind the bar. What is a proper approach?
So-
and what's something that turns you guys off? Where you
Spend the baggie.
The turn. Okay, so the turn.
Spend the
hold on.
bag. What's spending
Spend
the
the
baggie?
baggie.
What's the amount that's
Hold on,
spending
can
the
I say
baggie?
They know.
something quick? Well, like,
They know.
so I had a guy come. I had a guy
They know.
who said, "Oh, I'm gonna come to your bar. I'm gonna show you some love." Right?
I'd rather
He came
be a
to my bar.
stepfather.
He
It's
ordered
cheaper.
himself a drink, and I'm like, "Hey, I want a drink too." Like, first of all, you did not buy a bottle, and I'm okay with that, right? But at least offer me a drink. And then I was like,
That's
"Hey,
proper etiquette.
That's what
You-
I'm saying."
You have to.
So I went ahead and asked for the drink, and he's just like, "Oh, but I already bought my drink." And I'm just like, "So why are you here?" You know what I mean? Like, you're
Yeah,
wasting. I feel like you're
that's
wasting.
whack. That's
Respectfully,
whack.
I feel like you're wasting my
That's
time.
whack.
Well, I don't get my time wasted. They come in, they buy the fucking bottles that I like, which is Clase Azul, okay? Right there, you see that right there? Okay. They come, they spend the fucking bag, and that's just what it is. Go
And
about
I'm just a
your day.
podcaster, and I had to buy it.
No, but I'm saying like,
So just
if
imagine.
you get a random person DM you who worships you, right? And you be like, "Oh, they finally coming to the bar. Cool." They get there and they just buy themselves a drink.
Okay, and just the fuck?
Okay, I hear
Why you even came?
But you're saying, but they're buying me a bottle. What if you get that one customer who'll be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go show you love," and they just get themselves a drink?
Yeah, how do you handle that?
So
I mean,
I'm like,
look,
"Where's my drink?"
there's some
It's
guys
happened to me,
there's
that's
some
what I'm saying.
guys that they don't want a whole bottle because they don't want to get fucked up,
That's
but
fine.
they still come and they still spend money because that's what we're doing. You're not just fucking window shopping in a strip club. Nobody's really gonna pay attention to you. As soon as you cash out, you see everybody right away.
Right.
But if you see that little right there in the corner that's not doing nothing, then that's what you deserve. Because why are you here? And that's it.
All right, I got a question, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna play a little quick game, right? I want to do a little like final. We're gonna get to like the final two, but it's like, you know, Elite 8, Final 4. All right, so I'm gonna put versus each other, and you tell me who wins that category, real quick.
Oh my gosh.
Rappers, scammers.
Oh,
Scammers.
Okay, so
Period.
scammers advance.
Scammers.
Scammers
Okay.
in the streets.
Scammers, trappers.
Trappers.
What that?
Okay.
Go ahead.
So scammers beat the rappers?
Yeah, because the rap. I love my rappers though. I love y'all.
They
Please.
cheap though.
It's not that they're cheap. It's just that they think that because they are who they are, they don't have to spend. But it's just like we're all working, so it's like you gotta spend. You
All
get
right,
what I'm
we're gonna
saying?
move- okay, so scammers is here.
Yeah.
Athletes versus scammers.
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 Damn,
100%.
these niggas don't fall. All right.
100%.
Drug dealers versus scammers.
Ooh.
Damn, that's hard.
Both.
That's difficult. That's
You gotta
difficult.
pick one. You gotta
Drug
pick
dealers.
one.
Drug
Drug
dealers.
dealers.
Because they
Drug
gotta.
dealers
Yeah,
spend
they
more than
gotta.
the scammers.
They
I think
gotta.
Damn.
I feel like that money's more consistent as
Yeah.
opposed to
Yeah, because they gotta spend it.
the
They gotta
scammers.
spend it.
Hey, do you have a Citibank card? You know what I mean? Like it's just they have to find a card or whatever the fuck they do. I don't
But
know.
drug
I don't
dealers
know
don't
about
mind
that, but-
spending that.
It's they're both on the same.
All right.
They're both the same.
I don't think so.
All right, this
I think so.
this is all right. So we'll say that's like a tie. It's even between the drug dealers and
Uh-huh.
scammers.
Excuse me, the
thought the
LGBT,
LGBT spends.
the LGBT.
That's what I'm saying.
Shout
They
out to
do
my
more.
puppies.
They do. Between the 9 to 5.
Excuse me. Shout out to my puppies. Sellers. They
Damn,
come
making
into
me feel
the.
like I asked a bad
No,
question.
no, I'm not saying that. It's just
No.
it's just like a lot of controversy.
Yeah,
You know
but
what
I'm
I
saying
mean?
who spends more?
Let me tell you. So
100%.
there's this couple that comes to Starlets, and they sell puppies,
I didn't
and
know they
they
were a
are
couple.
together, and they come. They spend 10 bands, like nothing, bottles, whatever. You know what I'm
I've
saying?
seen them before, but I don't know them personally.
Yeah,
so,
I love them. Love them. So cute. So cute.
All right.
Yeah.
So all right. So now,
Love my
so
gays.
okay. So now this is it, right?
I
This
love
is-
my gays.
We're moving
Me
the
too.
LBG.
Especially because I like
We're
girls.
we're moving them up, right? We're moving them up. We got the scammers and the athletes. Out of all three of them, who spends the most?
Can I
money?
say something?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm so over the athletes. I just can't do it anymore.
Athletes like
I've been
to
over
they
it,
like to
like-
fly you out, take you on dates and all that bullshit. I don't got time for that.
Not the athletes.
But from my experience, they'll fly out like 5 girls at the same time to the same hotel, different floors,
Oh,
different
I
rooms.
wouldn't know because I don't
I'm
niggas
just
ain't
saying.
get to fly me out. The fuck?
Not the athletes. The drug dealers, the scammers. Who y'all gonna put at number one?
Drug dealers.
The drug dealers.
I'm trying to think what they are. Either drug dealers or scammers. The people that I know.
All right.
You know,
Scammers.
According to
Shout
like,
out to
Shout out to the cryptos. Shout out to the
That's big
cryptos.
money.
yes.
That's big money. That is
Okay,
big
shout
money.
out to the cryptos
You
that
ever got
come to
paid in
my
crypto
bar.
before?
That, oh, babes, I got paid in 90K, babes. I love you.
I know
Nah,
who
shout out to
you're
my
talking about. I know who
cryptos.
you're
Shout out
talking
to my cryptos. All my cryptos. All of them.
All right. We
All of
got
them.
we're pressed for time,
All of
and
them.
I'm trying to speed. And I wish we had more time, but you know we was out here outside and we was having a good time. But listen,
we about to go outside.
How was that dating life for you guys? Being bartenders, is it hard for you guys to really meet a dude out here?
This shit is
I don't
deep.
think so.
It's hard.
I don't think so.
It's hard because there's a lot of women out here doing a lot of things, and
Selling ass.
But from the men's point
yeah,
of view,
they are. You know, there's a lot of
Yes,
there is
that
a
is
lot
true.
of women selling pussy, and you know, pussy is easy. Even on Instagram, you meet people all over the world. It's easy to fly a girl out. It's easy for this. It's easy for that. It's not only in the nightlife. So it's hard. Period. To find a guy right now. Like you could be pretty or whatever, but it's just like these guys are like dating like 50 bitches, fucking 50 bitches, and it's just
true.
like I don't got time to compete with nobody, babes. I'll just go my toy, babes.
Shout
I
out
love
to
my
shout out
toy.
to
I
my
love the
bro,
rose.
Stephon Diggs.
What the
What the
fuck?
fuck was that?
Shout out to my bro. That's my brother. Like,
Okay,
for
so
real.
why are you
I
saying
gotta
that?
do anything.
No, I just want to get. He's playing for the New England Patriots now. I just wanted to shout him out. That's my nigga.
Okay, so yeah, you know, it's a the fuck.
That's my bro. I wanted to shout out my brother.
fucking
I
video.
You
can't-
know something I don't know?
Cut the
No, that's my bro. I just wanted to shout out my
Oh,
brother.
let me fuck. Where's my phone?
It's time to go home. We're going to the club right now. We gotta go.
What the
I
fuck is
just wanted
going
to
on?
shout out my brother, Steph.
This is a setup.
Oh my god.
Dang my phone real
Listen,
quick.
we gotta
Where's
edit,
my
we gotta-
phone?
Oh my god.
You
we
do
gotta-
whatever you want, babes.
Gotta go.
All right, so we talked about the dating life, and you guys are saying that it's not that difficult for you guys, or whatever the case may be. But do you feel like you can date a regular guy though? A guy who you feel like you can date a regular guy?
Continue.
No, I'm saying, do you feel like you can date a regular guy who's not into the streets or whatever the case may be, who doesn't make that much money? Do you feel like you can date a regular guy?
I feel like I can because I have, and I was engaged, and I was about to marry a guy. So
A regular dude?
Yeah, he was a corporate 9 to 5 stocks Wall Street guy. So
Where's my vape?
I know, and I know that I can do it, and I'm pretty sure that it can get done. Like,
It can get done?
Yeah.
And do you feel like you guys are materialistic? Does money matter? Like, the
It
amount
does.
of
So-
money that you make, does that matter?
I'm not gonna say that I'm not materialistic because I know that I am. However, with me being able to live with a 9 to 5 guy, I lived a certain lifestyle that it kind of sort of supported my lifestyle, but I was able to also support myself. If that makes sense.
Does
What
that
was the
matter to
question?
you? No, I'm saying, does money matter? Like, does how much a man makes really matter?
Yes,
to you
it
in a
fucking
relationship?
matters. It didn't used to matter to me before, but dating somebody that I make more money than, it was a problem because
What about if he's a good guy though? He doesn't cheat.
fuck that shit. I'm gonna tell you right now.
God
I'm
damn.
sorry. This is what it is. I'm just being. Listen, everybody could have their own experience.
Shout out
whatever.
to my sis.
Whatever.
Shout out to my 9 to 5 guys. Shout out
Hold
to my
on. Let me
union guys out
talk my
here.
shit real quick.
Go
Cheers.
ahead.
Cheers, baby. I love you.
This is what it is, okay? I dealt with somebody that had money, dealt with somebody that didn't have money. I'm ready to go fucking back because
To who? To the guy with
The money guy.
with the money.
Okay.
But I want her to
At
go back.
the
I
end
want
of
her
the
to go back to the money.
day, at the end of the day, I make good money, right?
I hope it's your ex-husband.
No,
Sound like a great guy.
no, nah,
She loves him, but she's not in love with him. Yeah.
no, hell no. You guys go. I'm happy for y'all. Please don't even look at this. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, so the thing is that I tried to date somebody that didn't have money because I was attractive and he was attractive and I fell in love. But honestly, love don't fucking pay the bills, and that's actually true.
You hear that,
okay?
niggas?
Because at the
You
end
hear
of the
that?
day,
My love. So
when I'm doing more, it kind of makes me have the upper hand. So
and
it
she's
kind of
off
like
balance.
it kind of makes you my bitch.
I hope he's not watching, babes.
Interesting.
I hope he's not watching.
Because it's like this. It's like this. It's like this. It's like this.
I hope he's not watching.
Bro, I'm just being 100%, bro. At this point in age and through my experience and my journey, I want somebody that I'm attracted to and someone that is financially stable. I want both. I'm not doing nigga pick a flaw. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not picking a flaw. I just don't want it.
Tired.
Done.
Tired
Okay?
of broke niggas.
So you could just
You don't like broke nigga dick though?
man, fuck that shit. There's a fucking
the toy
store
works
right there.
Right.
And there's
the toy
dick
works
everywhere.
perfectly fine.
There's niggas with dicks. This is the thing, okay? There's niggas with dicks
that don't work.
that they fuck a million bitches and they got money and they still do for you. So why am I gonna choose a nigga that's broke for free?
What
You know
about
what
a
I'm
nigga who's
saying?
broke and go
And
three
not doing
rounds?
nothing for
3
me.
rounds don't matter no more?
The sex don't matter anymore.
God damn.
I
There's
feel
nothing
like
I can do?
no, because you can always make it
I'm
work.
not thirsty for dick because I could get dick right now if I want to.
All right. My last,
You know what I'm saying?
We gotta go, but does size matter though when it comes to sex?
We just had this conversation earlier.
I don't like crazy big ass like you about to hurt me and kill me type shit.
Yeah.
I like, nice that if it feels nice, you know what I'm saying?
she wants the thick.
I don't like big crazy.
She wants the thick
big
one.
crazy. I
So
don't
you
like
don't
big
mind
crazy.
leaving with a shrimp? A shrimp with money.
No,
No, I don't like shrimp neither. Bro, I'm not settling.
So you
I'm
gotta
not
have
settling.
money and you gotta have a decent sized dick.
Decent
At least
is
at least a
I
medium.
think there's a
At least
lot
a
of men
medium.
out
God
here that
damn.
were born with decent.
Right.
There's enough with decent. Okay?
The shrimp gotta go, babes.
It's not even about the shrimp. It's just that it's just not for me.
No, the shrimp's gotta go.
But medium is great. Too big, babes. I like my walls. They feel great.
All right. So
I'm just
listen,
saying.
fellas, before I end this right now, I just want to talk to the guys out here.
He knew what he was doing with this alcohol shit.
I know he
Listen,
did, because I'm like,
You guys, this is the type of women that you guys like. You guys DM them all the time. You like all their pictures.
I like my 9 to 5 still.
So, okay.
I'm just saying.
Likes her
Go,
9 to
Nat.
5.
I do, though.
All right.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
And we happy
But
that we still have women like you out here.
Yes, very happy for you.
But the 9 to 5 got to be long.
See, that's
the
the thing.
fuck? You're
See,
gonna work 8 hours for $100? Get the fuck out of here.
But not only that,
I fucking
you
make that in
gotta
60
understand,
seconds.
If you're a 9 to 5 guy, you're a sex slave, and you have to understand
Yes,
that.
you have to be my bitch.
You have to understand.
No,
you have to
that's-
give
I
a
didn't say
broke,
that.
You have to give broke nigga dick all the time.
I didn't say
Gotta be
that.
my
And you
bitch.
got to be able to take
I
a
never
lot of
said that.
shit. All right,
I'm saying that.
And,
I
and,
never
and that's
said
just what
that.
it is. And make a wish is over with. You need big dick.
No.
You need a big check. You need a lot going on. So a lot of you niggas just stop DMing.
Am I gonna get in trouble
It's
after
not gonna
this?
work. It's not gonna work out.
That's
for
not
you.
true. You never know. If you're cute, I just might.
You never know.
I know.
You never know.
Oh, if you're pretty too.
Yeah, if you're pretty, I like girls.
Start. Period.
I like girls.
So let's end
Cheers.
this with a shot. I appreciate you
certain
guys.
girls. Certain girls. Hold on.
Certain
We
girls.
gotta go to FET, and this was a great time, and I appreciate you guys so much for stopping by, and I wish we had more time to pop more shit, but you know we
Likewise.
on the time clock, and we gotta head over to FET and have a good time. Is there anything else you guys would love to say? before we
Boston,
get-
it's been a great time. Thank you for
I
having me.
love you guys.
And honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
I thought you guys were very stupid. I didn't think you guys was.
Ay, Dios mío.
Oh, you think you can have an
Adios,
intellectual
míos.
conversation with us?
No, honestly,
please.
I'm surprised the way you conducted yourself on the interview.
Excuse
the way
you?
you articulated yourself. I was like, wow, look at her. She can speak.
What the fuck?
I was
'Cause
surprised.
a New York bitch is
I
can't
never
speak.
heard you talk before.
Now you're right.
All
I
I
don't.
heard you say was "come to my bar."
Nah, you're right. You're right. I never even said come to my bar. I just post pictures, babes. I don't even say come
I feel like
to my bar.
Star never said that.
No, I don't
I'm
say
just
that. I
talking
don't say
shit.
that.
I'm catching right.
No,
I'm
but
catching
we
right.
appreciate
Is that
you
tacky
guys.
If a bartender says that, come to my bar, is that tacky?
The way you phrase it, yes,
That
it's
was tacky.
The way you phrase it.
You're
It's
not-
like you're
so
gonna come
you're not
see me,
supposed to say
babe,
that,
or
right?
let's just have a let's.
It's the way
Sometimes you know what it is. Sometimes this is the honest truth. The honest truth. Where you cannot DM us and just be like, hey, can I take you on a trip? I don't know
Right,
your
right.
vibes. I don't know if you're a creep. I don't know if you're a fucking
I get a bunch
rapist.
of DMs saying, "Let me fly you out." Like I just got.
Like let's really be honest. Like in the strip club, there's a lot of people that are criminals,
Right.
and
I would
do
never
a
answer
whole
that
lot of
DM.
shit. So it's just like, can I get to know you a little bit in a public environment? You get what I mean? So it's just like that's
It's the way
that's
you
where I
work-
work. So
you
you're
work
gonna
your-
see me.
your
If not,
question.
if you're not gonna see me today, another nigga gonna see me tomorrow. That's
Right.
just what it is.
Right.
And you heard it here first, man. You know what
Period.
it is. It's BNF Podcast. We're signing out with another great episode.
Thank
We
you for
appreciate
having
you.
us.
All right, BNF, we out.
All right, no more alcohol for
We
me.
gotta go. We gotta go. Let's take these
I'm
pictures.
fucking
and get
lit.
out of here. We gotta. We gotta go.
Where's that wine?
You have liquor? No.
Yeah, I had that fucking wine, babes. Whose store is this?
I want to.
Look at the game swish. Look at the game swish. Look at the game swish.
Hey, shut up. Lieutenant made this.